What a difference a day makes. In a period of 24 hours, Foodie went live 4 times, totaling over 8 hours of streaming. In this video, I'll break it all down and give you just the highlights. There's a lot to cover, so let's get started. We'll begin with grief update, groceries, chat, and making a cozy meal. Now the interesting thing about this one is that it was formerly titled Life Update, so now she's trying to sell us on her grieving. She had quite a bit to say about Amber and Rosie being demonetized.
They don't realize, it's like people always say, and it seems to me that YouTube has that attitude too, that like, you shouldn't rely on YouTube as like a job, but if you started doing content and you were making thousands more a month than you would working at a job, wouldn't you consider that your job?
In my opinion, this is just selective ignorance. Nobody is saying that YouTube isn't a job. They're saying treat it as such and save your money. It's very clear that Foodie lives paycheck to paycheck, and she probably would do that even if she had a normal 9 to 5. What she doesn't seem to understand is that most of her viewers have jobs, and we manage to save our money and live without donations. Remember, she was gifted over $6,000 or $7,000 last month, and she blew through about $10,000 setting up her new apartment.
I mean, let's be real. Every single human being on this planet would probably feel the same way. That's my guess.
I'm gonna have to disagree here. Most people, if they had a job like this that was relatively easy with high reward, would be more careful. The only example I can think of is, well, I wear a lot of black pants to work, right? And if one day my employer, who's a very good employer with great benefits, said, no more black pants at work, guess what? I'm gonna have to find different pants. I honestly can't believe she's not worried about changing up her content more. Another fun segment of this live stream was when her hijab popped off, and she admitted that it was pretty much just to hide her chins.
Yeah, Sahara. Whoa. Highlight of the day. Stupid thing. My chin hider. I'm just joking. I don't care. You guys have seen my chin so many times. Chinny chin chin. I need some magnets.
Now, in case you're new around here or just confused, no, you're not going crazy. She did tell us that she didn't like wearing the hijab and she was primarily doing it just for Salah. Don't let her gaslight you into thinking otherwise. Speaking of gaslighting, she then went on to talk about Pete's and whether or not he was moving in.
Pete's and I decided, I thought it would be better, like I told him he was wanting to, said maybe we should book the movers or whatever, and I said, I think that we should wait, I think I want to be in Canada maybe a solid 6 months to a year, and just focus on myself, no distractions.
So in a nutshell, she pulled the rug out from under him again. Pete's was all ready to move in around the first of the year.
And if I am here for a solid year, and I don't plan on going anywhere, and I've got my stuff more together, and I think that I'm more stable, then I feel more comfortable inviting him to come live with me, because I don't think, thanks Witchy, I don't think it's a good idea to upheave Pete's,
What is she going on about? The first of the year is less than a month away, so chances are Pete's had already mentioned it to his landlords. The fact that she doesn't see that she affects his life is mind-boggling to me. Remember that she says that she wants to wait and see 6 months to 12 months down the line how she feels. This'll come up again later.
I know people don't believe that, but like I believe like if Allah wants Salah and I to be together, married in the eyes of God, then we will reunite, and if not, then we won't. You know? But yeah. So I think that was the grieving part too, because like a part of me knows like inside that we're just very different.
Is anyone else just really grossed out that she brings religion and Salah into this all the time? He is so clearly part of the equation. She acts as though everything is just part of fate or karma or, God's will, as opposed to her own impulsive decisions. Anyway, another big talking point in this live stream was her edible use.
I'm doing a lot of mental work, guys, and honestly the first week first week I was out of it. Like I think it was week or maybe the second week.
Try the entire time you've been in Canada. Even her diehard Beezers notice.
There was like a time where I was just like out of it. Morning, night. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, I was numbing my emotions by just gummy after gummy all day long. Now it's like nighttime when I even think about that. But I know that I have to cut back and it's not good for me, but I'm sorry. Like I look forward to it.
Yeah, we know. Foodie came back a few hours later with a live stream called Answering Questions. It was quickly taken down when she revealed her location by accidentally flipping her camera. If you haven't seen it yet, AYS has a really good recap. The next live stream was called Making Coffee and Chatting, and you'll notice that she's in her kitchen. When she realized that her location had been given away from the reflection in the glass, classic Foodie, she just let it all out. She revealed that she had been lying about lots of things. The area that she lived in, how far the bus was, where the Walmart was, the dishwasher. I'll do another video on it this weekend. It's a lot to unpack. The big thing about this video is that she got hungry and said she wanted sushi, right? So immediately, somebody went and paid for her meal. All of a sudden, it was like we were back in Kuwait again, and people were sponsoring her to go out and eat. In the fourth live stream, called Sushi, she showed up in a local restaurant.
Ginger, you know the deal. Spicy crispy crab, seaweed salad.
She goes on to show us about 6 or 7 other small dishes that she got. Well, they're not all that small. And it seems to be a Pan-Asian restaurant right near her apartment building. Let's just say that she makes it really easy to figure out the restaurant's name, where it's located, and exactly where she lives. She does this to herself. After she's done eating, she turns off the camera to supposedly go and pay, and pops up back home again less than 5 minutes later. When people remark that it's great that she has a restaurant within walking distance, this is what she says.
Actually, it's not. My hip is really bad. So like I kind of hobble.
One thing Foodie probably doesn't understand about her hip is that she may just have a touch of arthritis. If you've never experienced it yet, then consider yourself lucky. It comes with age and possibly being overweight, and it's just sort of like normal wear and tear on your joints. Fortunately, one of the easiest ways to help alleviate the pain is to exercise, believe it or not. Staying immobile at home is probably the worst thing you can do for it.
I wish I was walking distance to a sushi place. It's expensive. So thank you to whoever gifted that for me because yeah, it was expensive. Like 30 after tip and everything, it was like 40 something.
Now, before you go dipping into your own pocket to help her pay for meals that she says she can't afford, remember, she's paying in Canadian dollars. So that meal at that restaurant was just over $20 US. And she's sitting here grimacing saying she needs $40. Don't fall for it. And never, ever forget that she was gifted $6,000 to $7,000 US to start this life over again, and she spent a lot of it on weed. She rambled on quite a bit during this 3-hour live stream, but to me, the most important thing she said was about Salah.
No, yeah, he would have to come here. And that's why that would be a lengthy process and a hard one. And if he ends up remarrying and having a family, you know, and maybe someday I will too. Who knows? Whatever happens, you know, like I really just need to focus on myself. You know, is it lonely sometimes? Yeah. But you just gotta try to get into a new life groove.
Remember how poor Pete has to wait 6 to 12 months to see if he can move in? I think this is why.
Yeah, I mean, that whole situation, and my feelings on it, I think I will I'll give you a proper answer, like in like 6 months from now. You know, because yeah, it's gonna be a long time before that can even happen. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna feel by then is my point, you know. As of right now, like, yeah, because I do miss him, but
So whatever's going on with Salah, she plans on having it resolved in about 6 months. And if it doesn't work out, she'll just move in Pete's. And that's about it. You're pretty much all caught up. Drop me a line in the comments and let me know what you think about all of this. I'd love to hear from you.
yeah. I did sign the divorce papers. I didn't put my thumbprint though.